Pitchcott Black here, and welcome back to another video in which today I'm going to be taking you through my 1960s era Doctor Who collection. Going to be quite a big video, this one. Don't know how long it's going to be, but hopefully it's going to be a bit shorter than my Power MMR multimedia review. So without further ado, let us begin with the DVDs. First one, the Doctor Who 50th Anniversary Collector's Edition, containing numerous things that came out during the 50th anniversary, including the wonderful An Adventure in Space and Time. So yeah, there's that. My limited edition number is 4846, and this is the Blu-ray edition of this box set. The Dalek Collection, containing the 2 Peter Cushing movies, which I also have something else of similar. Well, I have something else to do with those movies. I'll show you that later on. Lost in Time, best 1960s era DVD release there is. It's just absolutely incredible DVD box set. This, cannot recommend that one enough if you're a fan of the missing TV and missing Doctor Who in general. An Unearthly Child, The Daleks, The Edge of Destruction, The Aztecs, The Sensorites, The Reign of Terror, The Keys of Marinus, Planet of Giants, The Dalek Invasion of Earth, The Rescue, The Romans, The Web Planet, The Space Museum, The Chase, The Time Meddler, The Ark, The Gunfighters, The War Machines, The 10th Planet. Moving on to Troughton now. Power of the Daleks, The Moonbase, The Tomb of the Cybermen, The Ice Warriors, Enemy of the World, The Web of Fear Limited Edition, The Dominators, The Mind Robber, The Invasion, The Crotons, Seeds of Death, and The Magnificent. Now we're moving on to the audio section of my 1960s era collection, which is one of the sections of this specific collection that I am most happy about, because to get the lost TV soundtracks it's really difficult to try and get them all. I've had some luck with them, like I'll describe later on in this video, but generally the soundtracks are really tricky to get. I managed to get them most of them in the Lost Stories, or practically a complete collection of them with the Lost TV episodes box sets, of which I have the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and I think the 5th one as well. So yeah, moving on to my audio section of my 1960s era collection. We have the Lost episodes, which I'm yet to listen to. A lot of this I'm interested in giving another shot, even the Big Finish stuff. Marco Polo, The Reign of Terror, really hope Marco Polo's been found. Crusade, I also hope that one's been found, or I hope it's getting a DVD release. Galaxy 4, The Mythmakers. Then we're moving on to my big Daleks Master Plan sort of section of this audio collection. We have the Daily Telegraph cardboard giveaway of Mission to the Unknown, the CD of which I have stored in the back of this Daleks Master Plan radio collection, which is right there. This was the CD that came in the little cardboard giveaway of Mission to the Unknown. It's just the Mission to the Unknown soundtrack on a single disc, and it was jiggling about a lot and wasn't very well protected in the cardboard sleeve, so there's an extra slot in the back of this radio collection, so I decided to stick it in there. Then we have what I personally consider to be the rarest item in my Doctor Who collection. I spent 35 quid on this, but I would actually place value that this is worth 150. We have another copy of the Daleks Master Plan radio collection, but this bad boy is signed by Jean Marsh, Peter Purves and Nicholas Courtney. Something I cannot even describe how it feels to have this in my collection. I have this on display for obvious reasons. Got this at 35 quid. Another one appeared about a few days or about a week after I spotted this one, and appeared on eBay, same autograph, for 80 quid, but I think that one might have been faked, simply because I think the autographs were very similarly positioned as to the one that I have here, so that might have been a hoax listing, or I reckon that was a hoax listing. It possibly was a hoax listing, but I'm not 100% sure. So, but either ways, I'm really happy to have this in my collection. Possibly a one-of-a-kind item in the world. It's absolutely incredible. I hope to get this signed more, but at the same time I'd be very scared to. Hopefully by Edward D. Souza and a bunch of extras such as people who play the Egyptians, delegates, Daleks, etc. But I doubt that'll happen. Either way, I'm still just happy having these autographs on that CD, and it's very rare and is without question the kingpin for my collection. Lost TV Episodes edition of the Daleks Master Plan, The Massacre of St. Bartholomew's Eve, The Celestial Toymaker, The Savages, The Smugglers, The 10th Planet, possibly going to be redundant soon this, hopefully the rumours of this being found are true, which I did an in-depth video on a little while ago. Power of the Daleks, another video I did in depth on a little while ago. Highlanders, Underwater Menace radio collection, Underwater Menace Lost TV episode soundtrack edition in the big chunky jewel case, Moonbase, Macra Terror, Faceless Ones, Evil of the Daleks, The Abominable Snowmen, The Ice Warriors, The Enemy of the World, The Web of Fear, Fury from the Deep, Wheel and Space radio collection. Now this is where things get a little crazy. It's about to get even crazier when I show you another bargain later on in this video. But I got both this radio collection and, where has it gone, this Underwater Menace radio collection CD, both in excellent working condition for only 3 quid in CEX each, which is a pretty incredible bargain on its own for Underwater Menace, but for the Wheel and Space radio collection it's practically a bargain that's out of this world. This is the rarest Lost TV Episodes soundtrack there is, other than The Savages, but I personally think that this is the rarest radio collection soundtrack release there is out there, and I only got it for 3 quid, which is amazing. Then we have the Lost TV Episodes edition, simply because I got this in a box set for my birthday, and it was cheaper to buy, and all the remaining soundtrack releases that I needed was Fury from the Deep and Space Pirates, and it was just cheaper to get the box set than buying both of these on their own, which is kind of odd, but still nice beef for the collection. The Invasion, I've got something else to do with the Invasion that I'll show later on. The Space Pirates. Moving on to Big Finish and audiobooks. The Lost TV Episodes, Lost Stories First Doctor box set containing Pharaoh Great Macedon and the Fragile Yellow Ark of Fragrance. Doctor Who Lost Stories Second Doctor box set containing Prison in Space, the US Dalek pilot episode and behind the scenes. The Masters of Luxor, The Rose Mariners, The Dark Planet. For Companion Chronicle releases and early adventures, we have The Beginning, Domain of the Void, Doctor's Tale, Bounty of Cirrus, An Ordinary Life. And then for the audiobooks, just going to show this one separately. Dalek Invasion of Earth, which I bought in the Earth Invasion box set, which was a box set containing 3 audiobooks: the Dalek Invasion of Earth, Spearhead from Auton Invasion audiobook, and whatchamacallit, the Dinosaur Invasion audiobook. Then I managed to get this one, Doctor and the Daleks audiobook, the Zarbi audiobook, and the Crusaders in that an Adventure in Time and Space audiobook box set. That was limited edition to about 8,000. I have no idea where the tin has gone specifically, but I have shown the tin in previous videos, so it's probably somewhere on my channel. For the last 3 audios in my sort of audio section of this collection, we have Tim the Cybermen audiobook, the Magnificent Fury from the Deep audiobook, which is an absolutely amazing audiobook, even though it's 7 hours long, 6 hours and 55 minutes, and then we have the Wheel of Ice. Alright, next up in this video we have the Target book section of this 1960s era collection. So yeah, I have got quite a generous portion of the 1960s era Target books that there are, so without further ado, let us begin. For the hardbacks, we have the 2016 Frederick Muller replica of An Exciting Adventure with the Daleks, Edge of Destruction, Marco Polo, Aztecs, replica Muller of Zarbi, replica Muller of Crusaders, 85 W.H. Allen of the Crusaders, The Massacre of St. Bartholomew's Eve, Celestial Toymaker, mint condition, practically near mint condition, non-ex-library, signed by Peter Purvis. One of the rarest and most valuable items in my collection, Tomb of the Cybermen W.H. Allen hardback, undedicated, signed by Deborah Watling, Fraser Hines and Jeff Cummins. Jeff Cummins being the person that did the illustration on the cover. For paperbacks we have Doctor Who and the Daleks, Marco Polo, Keys of Marinus, The Sensorites, Planet of Giants, The Romans, The Zarbi, Space Museum, The Time Meddler, Galaxy Fort, Star Classics, The Mythmakers and the Gunfighters, Daleks Master Plan Part 1, Mission to the Unknown, Master Plan Part 2, Mutation of Time, The Ark, The Savages, The 10th Planet, original signed by Anarchy Wills and reprint, Power of the Daleks, Highlanders, Cybermen, Macra Terror. Now here is the most mind-blowing Doctor Who book bargain I have ever gotten, including my paperback of the Sensorites. Let's just get that back in. The Ark, this, the Faceless Ones, and my Space Museum paperback, along with 9 other Target novelizations, so 14 Target novelizations in total, I got for 50p each in a second-hand bookshop. So that's 14 Target novelizations, including these 5 here, Macra Terror, Faceless Ones, Space Museum, Sensorites and Ark, all for 50p each, along with 9 other Target novelizations in a second-hand bookshop for only 50p each, which is pretty incredible considering this is one of the rarest Target paperbacks of all time. So getting that for 50p is just amazing. So it's like I spent 14 quid on this and just got the others for free, which is pretty incredible. Faceless Ones, one of the jewels in my collection, like new, pretty much brand new condition version of the Evil of the Daleks. Abominable Snowmen, first Doctor Who book I had ever read, and the very first Target novelization I had ever read, The Ice Warriors, Web of Fear 2016 reprint signed by Terrence Dicks and Chris Arkadios, 2 different editions of The Invasion, One is a first edition and one is a second edition. And now we're moving on to original. Let's move along to rest of my Doctor Who 1960 books, which is 1960 Doctor Who books as a whole are very hard to complete. Well, not necessarily impossible to complete, but are extremely hard to complete, as you do have quite a few rare Doctor Who books amongst the vast ranges of Doctor Who books that you have to get a complete 60 collection. Like for instance, The Dark Path, I don't have that yet, and that is a very rare book. But anyways, let's move along into the rest of my 1960 Doctor Who books, which is everything non-Target. We have the reprints, 10 Little Aliens, Dreams of Empire, as part of the 50th anniversary reprints. We then have, for the history collection, the Witch Hunters, the Roundheads. Moving on to non-reprints, PDAs and Virgin Missing Adventures. None of these are in a specific order as of now, as I'm currently rearranging the entire collection, as I think I want to rearrange every single 1960 Doctor Who book in my collection to have it chronologically with how it would fall in line with the TV. Target, Missing Adventures, PDAs, everything. The 11th Tiger, reviewed that one. Time Travellers, reviewed that one again. Witch Hunters, also reviewed that one. City at World's End, Salvation, Byzantium, Bunker Soldiers. That's it for the PDAs in terms of First Doctor. I think I have all of them, but I am not quite sure. And then we're moving on to Virgin Missing Adventures for the First Doctor. Only missing one of these, I think, and that is Empire of Glass, Sorcerer's Apprentice, The Rare Man in the Velvet Mask, The Plotters, Venusian Lullaby. And for the Second Doctor, for PDAs and MAs, we have The Colony of Lies, The Murder Game, which I have reviewed, Dying in the Sun, World Game, The Final Sanction, the very rare, the rarest PDA out of all of them, The Indestructible Man, Combat Rock, Invasion of the Cat People, and Twilight of the Gods. Two other Doctor Who books that are other 60 Doctor Who books that are non-PDAs and EDAs. We have Campaign, Telos Novella Frayed, the rarest 60 book in my collection, Telos Publishing Deluxe 60 Talkback. Don't know if you can count these as 60, but they started up in the 60s era, or where the chronological timeline of the 60s era is set, and that is the first two Lethbridge Stewart books, The Forgotten Sun and The Schizoid Earth. Both of these take place within the time period of 60 Doctor Who, but I think more of the more recent Lethbridge Stewart ones take place during the 70s era of Doctor Who. I could be wrong about that, but there we go, might as well include those. Complete history issues of 60s era. We have Volume 1, 100,000 BC and the Mutants, Volume 3, The Sensorites, The Reign of Terror and Planet of Giants, Volume 5, The Crusade, Space Museum Chase and Time Meddler, Volume 8, The Savages, The War Machines, The Smugglers and the 10th Planet, and then we have Volume 11, which is The Abominable Snowmen, The Ice Warriors, The Enemy of the World, and The Web. All of my autographed stuff for my 1960s era collection. We have my signed Celestial Toymaker hardback. Then for this one, this is my big Tomb of the Cybermen W.H. Allen hardback, signed by Deborah Watling, Fraser Hines and Jeff Cummins. The autographs are right inside there, all of which are undedicated, as you can see. Campaign, which is signed by Jim Mortimer, with my Telos Publishing Deluxe, which is automatically signed by Stephen James Walker. There's his autograph there. My signed Anarchy Willis 10th Planet paperback, It's signed to Claire, but I only got this because it was for £4 on eBay and I thought bargain. Next up we have my Web of Fear 2016 signed by Chris Arkadios there, and Terence Diggs there. And then we have my Roundheads History Collection reprint, which is signed by Fraser Hines. There we go. And then we have, for my other 60 autographs, we have William Russell's autograph, dedicated to me. William Russell, Caroline Ford, signed picture of Marco Polo. Then we have various signed 60 CD booklets, signed by various people. And moving along forward a little bit past that, actually, where did those go? Actually, going back a little bit here, we have a promotion picture from the Daleks Master Plan and a custom video VHS sleeve of Mission to the Unknown, fan made, signed by Edward D. Souza, the person that played Mark Corey in this Adventure Zero collection video. We have Peter Purvis's autograph, which I got all the way back in 2015, which just looks absolutely stunning. We have a figure of Patrick Troughton there, and William Hartnell, both playing their respective Doctors. We have my Free from the Deep paperback Target novelisation, which I completely forgot about, unfortunately, when I was showcasing all of the Target books earlier, simply because this was elsewhere in my collection. And then to end it all off, we have Doctor Who and the Daleks and the Dalek Invasion of Earth 2150 AD movie soundtracks, accompanied by its brother down here, which is not that important at the moment because this is 60 vinyl 2016 Record Store Day reissue on yellow vinyl. This is, as you can possibly tell, is factory sealed and brand new, and this is precisely number 200 out of 1500. This probably isn't going to show that well on the camera, but if you look very carefully, you can actually see that there is already a sticker underneath this sticker. And reading it underneath it, it says number 17 out of 1500. So I'm not sure if this was a cock up in the factory, and then there's like, I don't know, 2 number 17s of this vinyl in the world, or there isn't even a number 17 and this is number 17 and number 200 at the same time. I don't quite know what happened there, but for some reason the limited edition sticker has been put on twice on this copy, which makes it even more valuable, as I say, because it's factory error, factory sealed, not planning to open this at all. There is that. And that is that, guys. That is my 1960 Doctor Who collection video for 2017. Might be updating this in the future this year, but for now this is my 1960 collection update for 2017. So like, fair, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Picture Girl Black, dematerializing.